that. And in that actual shooting that took place, it was a lot of young kids, infants, unfortunately, that was there. And now, I guess it's a call to arms because we have to do something when you start talking about injuring infants and small kids who are very, very innocent. And the first meeting, hopefully this won't be the last one, it's going to be Thursday at 6 o'clock at Pleasantville High. Please, please come out and support. And, you know, we're getting to a point right now when you got to stop talking about it, and it's time to be about it. And my number, 609-674-6615 for future meetings. And please, please call me for any input that'll help us in that bad, sad situation.
Well, let's talk some realness for half a minute. Me and you are kind of old school, and I don't know about you. I think I might be a little bit older than you. Like I said, on another show, I went to school back in the 1900s. Back in the 1900s, if I had beef, which I really didn't have no beef, but if I had beef with an individual, I would talk to that individual, and if we couldn't handle it with talk, then we had to go to our hands. But it never, ever, 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 ever got to the point to where a weapon was involved. Maybe if there was a certain type of person, or maybe a woman, maybe a knife might come into play, but it was never anything with no bullets and bystanders getting hurt. So, talk to me about that. I mean, because I don't know about you, sometimes it's hard for me to tell these young people, not to get angry and all upset. Because when I was young, I got angry and upset. I just handled it with my hands, though.
Ray, we had this debate about 3 or 4 radio shows prior to this. And again, and I'm also raised in the 1900s. And if we had a problem, we basically, if we couldn't talk it out, it's either knuckle up or shut up. But
exactly.
Today, we have a different type of mentality. And to be honest, a coward can pull a trigger, but a man stands his ground.
Well, here's the thing I want to say. I was talking with my friend Arthur Kelvin Troy Johnson a little while ago about the basketball courts being removed from the city of Atlantic City. Now, the reason why that's a big deal for me, let's say me and a guy, I'll make up a name, Vincent. Actually, I'm not making up that name. Me and Vince, we have words from time to time or whatever, but, because of the fact that we play ball, at one point or another, we were either going to have to be on the same team, or worse yet, play against each other.
Absolutely.
But but playing ball in this area was like a get along shirt.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. You couldn't play a pickup game or a summer league game and tell somebody, well, I can't stick this dude because I don't like him. Nobody on your team, and you couldn't say, I don't want this dude on my team because I don't like him. You know what?
Absolutely.
You shut up your mouth, you get along, and you do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The thing is, if you shoot somebody, you don't have an opportunity to do that, to gain that respect, to change the way that you look at that individual.
Ray, and the bad part about this, I used to work for the Department of Corrections, Bayside State Prison, and I ran into so many young men in their 20s, in their early 30s. And they have that, that look about them like, if only I knew. And somehow, some way, these video games has desensitized our new youth. And their mentality is, if I could just reach level 4 or level 5, then I can gain another life. But they don't realize death is forever.
They also don't realize when you go to prison, you don't get to strap up. So if you wasn't nice with your hands beforehand, you're gonna have a long, long stay.
Absolutely, and I'm not ashamed to say I'm from Bridgeton, and I know a lot of people that unfortunately that was incarcerated, and when they was on the block, they had a lot to talk about. But when they came to prison, it was either put up or shut up. Because like I said, a coward can pull a trigger.